Russia conducted a very effective ambush on the Ukrainian sabotage group. It's day 555 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Starting from the Suriyak region. Very interesting thing has happened. In my last report, I reported how in order to escape from a fire pocket, Ukrainian forces are attacking on the flanks. Apparently this issue is so significant that they have now deployed their elite unit to this area. Russian sources say even though this unit has the best equipment in the entire Ukrainian armed forces, they still perform infantry attacks. As their plan is to exhaust the Russian position, they launch non-stop wave after wave of attacks, each wave consisting of around 15 soldiers. Usually before each attack they cover entire Russian positions with heavy artillery. However, before suffering exhaustion, Russian forces are able to repel numerous attacks like these. One day ago, Russian source published a video of them targeting Ukrainian infantry near the outskirts of Bakhmut. Although they were able to repel that attack, this video caused lots of debate about breach in the main defensive line. Apparently this was a DRG unit from Ukraine's elite brigade. They were somehow able to penetrate the first defensive lines, somewhere in this area. While many sources claim this as a breach in the first line of defense, trusted Ukrainian sources have not acknowledged this as a breach. The first line of defense is made up of dragon's teeth, which are primarily designed to stop armored push. So infantry can cross them easily, as they only have to worry about mines. But it is true that Ukrainian forces were able to reach the outskirts of the village, even if they were a DRG unit. Sources say Russian forces are deploying additional units, as pressure has increased significantly. Now moving to Vermivsky region. Apart from occasional probing attacks, mostly artillery duels are taking place. Russian sources reported that they are coming on top in the duels, as they are destroying several Ukrainian equipment. However, Russian sources say they are expecting activation of this front in the coming days. They reported that Ukrainian forces have concentrated their forces in Staromayersky. They want to capture this strategically important height in the near future, which I discussed in one of my previous videos. In addition, they have started intense probing in the northeast of Pryatny. However, no frontline change was reported. Now moving to the northern part of Ukraine. Against the backdrop of frequent Ukrainian drone attacks on Russian territory, Russian guards routinely performed patrolling on the border. Recently, while doing their usual patrolling around Novinsky district, they detected a Ukrainian sabotage group consisting around 8 soldiers, moving in the forested areas. As they were outnumbered, instead of attacking head-on, they decided to plan an ambush. Report says 2 National Guards disguised themselves on each side in forested areas, while other 2 pursued the sabotage group. As soon as the Ukrainian group came near the preferable areas, Russian National Guards started firing. It turns out the ambush was very effective. As a result of the firefight, 2 Ukrainian soldiers were put out of service and remaining soldiers were captured. Among them 3 were wounded. On the Russian side, 2 National Guards were wounded. Russian sources claims this group was tasked to conduct attacks on military facilities and important infrastructure, while other sources claim they were planning to monitor airfields and collect information about air defense systems so that Ukraine can carry out drone attacks. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.